tell you what, mate, looking on this track walk now, that view behind you is absolutely incredible. But the thing that I'm surprised about, how steep is that? It's like Paddock Hill, but going
Your exact
left at
words
the bottom.
were, that's steep. First time here, Dave, isn't it? So you're coming up over this hill in fifth gear, like I said, and it's basically downhill from all the way from there till turn 3, and basically it drops away really, really steep here into the left. It's like quite a unique bit of track, really. What's that, sorry? The black bit, yeah. Hopefully you do that this weekend, eh? As you go down here, as Nesbitt said, follow the black bit. Flick left there, and then you want to be hugging. It's quite nadgery here, so you've got it all links into each other. So you've got to be really patient, but it's really fast at the same time. And when you've got 30 bikes hurling down this hill into turn 2 and turn 3, it gets a bit tight.
I'm amazed how steep it is. That's incredible.
Let's keep walking.
Let's go and have a look a bit further down. Turn 3, Ben. This is beautiful.
Yeah,
and freshly painted as well.
And we're still going downhill, Dave. Like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. It's all downhill. It's like a massive waterfall. I'm going to call this the waterfall.
Yeah, I like that.
Knockhill.
The Knockhill waterfall.
And the stream sort of runs down here, and it continues going downhill all the way down into the dip, which I think is called Duffs Dip.
It is, after Ian Duffus, maybe.
So, this is just so important. Such a crucial part of the lap. You've got to link these together. You blow the top corner, you blow the second corner, you blow the second corner, you blow the third corner, and so on, until you get on a nice little bit of straight here. And believe it or not, that is a straight. That's as straight as it gets here at Knockhill. So, this is the reset button here. So if it's all gone wrong there, you can reset here, and you can then link the rest of the lap together. So it's quite exciting. A lot of passes to be made here. This is probably one of the main. There's probably 2 or 3 main passing areas. This is definitely one of them. I think we saw Brad Ray make a big pass here last year to go into the lead on Jason O'Halloran, I want to say. So it's a big move, but it can be done.
So we're in Duffs Dip, mate. We're still going downhill. We were back up over behind you there just a second ago for turn 3. So turn 4 and still downhill. So if we turn the camera around, this is Duffs Dip.
Well, this is it. This is the bottom of the track right here. So like we keep saying, top of pit lane, highest part, and then this is the lowest part, and it's basically all downhill. But by the time we get to here, are you still filming?
Yeah.
By the time we get to here, it's literally everyone's figured it out, and everyone's single file, and this is very much single file. Like you there's no passing to be made here. So once you get your position here, if you just look up there, that is a chicane. So that chicane is fully blind. And it goes left and right. You can see the guys standing over to the left there, and you can see the curb on the inside, so you can kind of see where you need to be, but you can't, because when you approach it, you're about this height on a motorbike. So when you're about this height, I don't know, put the camera down low if you want, and maybe you can sort of see that it goes uphill. It's blind, bit of a guessing game, takes a few laps to sort of get your eye in, but you can make a lot of time here. And I think if you watch Rory Skinner, the outright lap record holder of the circuit at the moment on the Superbike, this is where he makes all his time.
You can get well soon, Rory. Missing the next couple of rounds of Moto 2 with his injured foot.
Yeah, a bit of a shame really, isn't it? Hey, we got Knockhill doing some media as well. Oh no, there's going to be a bit of cross promotion here.
Excellent.
Is that Dunk?
Probably, yeah. He's probably doing the same thing we are.
Literally.
Yeah, sorry about the camera movement earlier on. I was trying not to walk backwards and trip up over the cables that we've got.
Watch it, because they're in the...
Oops. We'll pause and go the other way. There we are. Right, so we've left the Knockhill guys to do their filming up at the top there. So the Hawk Racing guys, Charlie Nesbitt, there's Josh Owens, and the good Lord Duncan Vincent doing his bits for Knockhill TV. So as we have a look this way, tell us about the exit of this one, Ben.
Yeah, so without sort of, obviously we would have liked to have been up there to show you the corner, but we don't want to get involved in the media duties that are going on over there. So, like I said, all blind here. You can't even see the start of this chicane, but this is the right on the exit. And basically we're exiting here blind. We're all over this curb, literally knee over the red. So you're running all curb on the inside, and then when you pan around to the outside here, you're literally using every little bit of inch of track that you've got left on the exit here, which it's one of those parts of track, you either love it or you hate it, and it's so important for the lap time, I can't tell you. And you come out of here, so you're going over here third gear. Something we haven't actually mentioned yet is gears. We come over here in third gear, and we're clicking fourth, depending on what sort of bike you've got. If you've got really long gearing, you might go second and then third, and then when you get back up to, forgot the name of this corner. Damn it.
Clark's, is it?
Clark's. You've never been here before, but fair play. You're back one, and then you're up into the camber of the right-hander in Clark's.
What do you think to this place, this part of the track? Does it suit you?
Just get me drink bowl. Yeah, this is, it's one of them. You're always trying to search for something here. You're always trying to search for something. It's like I say, it's love it and you hate it. And I don't know. It doesn't flow well. It's nadgery, but it's so crucial. So you've got to put a lot of focus and emphasis on this part of the track. So I don't know, I'm on the fence a little bit with that one. My hair's going to be all over the place.
Your hair looks beautiful, mate. It's fine. It's just breezy.
I just don't want it to fall off.
It looks like it's your hair, so just don't complain.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there.
Clark's, mate. This is the run-in from the Duffs Dip through the chicane. We're heading uphill into the right-hander. We see a few issues here for riders sometimes. Ending up in front with the bike.
Yeah, because what we've got is we've got on the braking zone, we've got positive camber. When I say positive camber, I mean it goes up, so it loads the front quite a lot. Water bottle. It loads the front quite a lot when you go up and in, but then just at the top of the apex, it crests and goes flat. So you can run into a little bit of issues on the rear. We just got a few. Nesbitt again. Black stuff, mate, yeah?
End of the road, turn left, keep going.
So basically we're going up the hill. Front loads up really hard. It's quite a tight little right corner before you flick left onto the back straight. So although it's tight, you're carrying a crazy amount of corner speed here because it opens up on the exit. But what it does on the apex, like I just said, it crests and goes flat. So some people can go over the top, lose the front end. We've got the problem with losing the front end on entry. We've seen that a few times because it's kind of a little bit off cambered as well. The rear out of here is really scary. So you've got to be so patient on the gas. You've got to make sure your bike is upright, because if you just get a little bit greedy on the edge of the tire on the right-hand side as you go over the crest, we've seen some huge high sides out of here over the years because everybody's just trying to nick a little bit onto that last straight. And you'll see how crucial this corner is, because this leads onto the back straight, which leads into the last passing opportunity for the whole lap. And it's probably the most important common passing area on the track. So yeah, don't get too greedy on this one.
Mate, we're onto the back not straight.
The back not straight. Yeah, we're just discussing off camera actually about how the word straight in motorcycle racing is used quite loosely. What straight means is it's probably one of the top speed areas. So basically you're coming out of Clark's, where we were just a moment ago, up over that blind crest. We're using all the curb on the exit, and basically that is why it's so important, because this is the slingshot now into the last braking zone, into the most important passing zone of the whole circuit. So that corner there is arguably one of the most important corners, because as you can see down here now, which is not so straight, we're lining up into that last hairpin, which is, like I say, the major passing opportunity. So in terms of time to be made here, not a lot, but winning a race, probably the most important part.
Right, something I've noticed, Ben. So as we came down from the not so back straight, we've come down to the final hairpin where a lot of the action happens. The first thing I've noticed for being here for the first time, there's a 6-foot elevation change between this part of the track, between the entry and the exit. What's all that about?
I know, it's sort of the story of the lap, really. One of the things that you kept saying to me while we were walking around is that you just can't appreciate, never been here and watching on TV, the elevation gain. The elevation up and down. And yeah, you're right. This is another one of those really steep uphill corners, and it's tricky because this is the heaviest braking zone on the track, and when you come down into here, you're asking for every little bit of travel. There's nothing left. And then when you go and belly it out onto the uphill, you need a bit more travel. And then that's when we see those front end locks. You're already on the limit. You're asking for a little bit too much, and you ask for a little bit more at the base of this hill, and down you go, and all she wrote. So it does also make the passes very difficult because you are late. You are late when you come into here. If you make a pass here, you're coming in late, and that hill just adds another little bit of something to think about. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Plenty of lines on the entry here. Back a bunch of gears, probably the first gear for a lot of people. Hug tight, get it stood upright as it crests. Use all the track on the exit. Make sure you get the best slingshot you can possible up onto that straight and up over the hill where we'll go in just a minute.
I don't know if you can see down there, but that's incredible, mate. So this is the main run out, the big run from the final turn, the last gasp run to the finish line. Talk us through it.
Yeah, so this is really where the race is decided. Once you exit here, if you're in front of the guy behind you, you're probably going to drag him to the line. The line's actually quite early. It's just as pit wall starts, so not a lot of drag to get done, not a lot of slipstream to be had really to pass the rider in front of you. If you've been passed in the last corner, it's all she wrote, I'm afraid. But yeah, exit here using all the curb, getting it up on the fat part of the tyre as much as you can, and just flat out up over the hill, 5th gear, and that's a lap really. That's a lap at Knockhill.
Brilliant. Ben, thank you, mate. This has been absolutely brilliant.
No,
Forgive us for the wind. It's a bit breezy up here at Knockhill, but I hope that's given you a bit of an eye-opener into how the circuit works. Ben, thanks, mate, and best of luck for the weekend.
Hopefully I break the lap record now, and we can say I'm a local legend.
I'm keeping that on record now, mate. That's it. Lap record this weekend, please.
Yeah, that'll do.